1.5, and you might notice that I'm standing up, and you might be thinking, why is he standing up? Because I'm standing up because I have something really big to show you guys. My Aabow. Yeah, so this is really awesome. This is a homemade I built. Not my first, but one of the first homemades I built. I built it about 3 weeks ago, so that was a pretty long time in LA. Yeah, so the reason why I built an Aabow is because I had very limited tools and materials, so an Aabow is awesome, like, to build because it requires minimal tools, effort, and time. So that's really nice. If you don't know what an Aabow is, I'll give you a little background. So basically, an Aabow is basically a bow-powered gun, which means that it's powered by the string, but mainly by the bow arms here. As you see, it flexes back, and when you let go, it fires. This fires Steffens. This is meant to be an NIC primary blaster. Yeah, so it fires Steffens, it fires my Steffens. It also fires stock darts, but probably not as well. An Aabow, it's actually spelled A-A-bow. I just call it Aabow, but it stands for actually a bow, because this is actually a bow. So I'll start getting into the features of this gun. Starting from the back here, you have a PVC T here. It's the reason why it's not CPVC is because I only had PVC at the Home Depot in California, and I don't live in California, I live in Connecticut. And they didn't carry CPVC, so I went ahead and used PVC for all my plunger stuff. Normally you would use CPVC just because you can fit a K26 over CPVC, but this doesn't use a K26, it just uses the string here. So yeah, this is really awesome. Basically my PVC T here, it's not screwed on or anything. I've had this for like 3 weeks and it hasn't broke off. So yeah, it's wrapped in painter's tape here. I don't know why, just for cosmetics. I was bored. So yeah, and this is yellow braided 3/8 rope. Normally people use 3/16 inch rope, as in diameter, but I used it like 2 times as much. I don't know why they didn't have 3/16, and I thought I would just get a lot more power using 3/8. And then so moving on, there's a PVC plunger rod here, 1/2 inch, with the hole drilled out here. For the rope. Oops. Basically, this is just PVC, and then there's a PVC end cap here, and with your normal superlative plunger head there. The plunger tube I have, I think it's like 20 inches. I don't know. I forgot. Of 1 1/4 inch PVC. Pretty standard. And then I have whatchamacallit. I actually have a 1 inch to 1/2 inch coupler here. I just grinded it out so that the 1/2 inch PVC can slide through it with no friction at all. Because I was too lazy to drill out the 3/4 inch end cap to do that. Yeah, and that's held in by 4 machine screws. The bushing is held on with 4 machine screws here, or sheet metal screws. And then this is actually kind of weird. My design, I think it's unique, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. Basically, moving on, there's a T here. So basically, the top and bottom of the T is for the bow arms, and the bow arms are 3/4 inch PVC pipe, Schedule 40 pipe. And basically, I think this is also unique. Most people just use 3/4 inch CPVC, and I use PVC 3/4 inch PVC because the Home Depot didn't carry CPVC, obviously, and then B, I would get a lot more power from this because this is a lot stiffer, which means you'll get more power out of it basically, and it's bigger. the outer diameter is much bigger than TPVC. And then at the top here, you have whatchamacallit? You have like 4 inches of PEX hammered into that. I wrapped it in duct tape and then hammered it in. And then you have your knot here. You can string it and unstring it. Same for this. This is cool because I have 4 modes of power right here. As you can see, these different knots, they all correspond to 4 different powers. So that's pretty cool. On my T here, as I said before, the left and right sections of these, this is stuck in, the plunger tube is stuck into the T section right here, and there's about 4 inches of PEX pipe through here, and then PVC hammered on. So there's a bit of dead space here. I don't really mind, but I'm looking for a way to improve that. But there's still like a lot of dead space here. But yeah. Oops, I'm holding it upside down. It also has painter tape for grip. I mean for just a grip. So mainly for cosmetics, but it's alright. So yeah, that's your bow. And then I also have an RCB for this. This is just your standard RCB. An elbow, a T, my bushing. This is 1/2 inch bushing. I regret using a 1/2 inch bushing. I mean a 1/2 inch. What am I saying? Ball valve. Because you sometimes your darts get stuck here. Sometimes they slide right through, and sometimes they get stuck. And I have to kind of shove it through the hole there. So that's kind of annoying. Some people use 3/4 inch ball valves and then have a reducing bushing, but I find that that would cost too much money and be too much trouble and stuff. But yeah, and then this is the clip of 1/2 inch PVC here, and then you have about 12 inches here of PEX. That's your barrel. It's cut to an angle. I don't know why. I realize now it's kind of a safety hazard, but it's right. And then all of these are hot glued or epoxied in to each other, so it's not going anywhere. And yeah, so basically this is it. This is my Aabow. It was really fun to make and really easy. It took like 1/2 an hour to make, literally. It's really awesome. Everyone should build one of these. It's a nice alternative to springers because you don't have to worry about snap catches. Because snap catches suck, and you don't have to worry about machining like rainbow or plus bow catches. You just pull back and fire. It's great. So now I'm going to do a firing test using my RCB. The reason why I have an RCB is because, as opposed to a hopper or a speed loader or a single barrel, because this looks really cool. I don't know about your opinion, but to me this looks pretty cool. As opposed to a hopper, it's kind of big and clumsy. I know this is really big, but still, it looks pretty cool. And it still maintains a great rate of fire. You just put it down. Yeah, like that, basically. And for the range test, or firing test, I'm going to be using my slugs here. These are just brown felt pads and number 6 washers. They're 1 inch gray foam. So yeah, I'll just be doing my firing test now. So now I'm going to do my firing test. I have a few of my slugs. I'm going to see how much this RCB holds here. So open it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. 6, and it looks like it can actually hold one more. So I'm just gonna get another dart real fast. So, yep, 7. 7 is your grand total. So yeah, let's do a firing. Sorry, this is really big. So point it down. That's an RCB malfunction. Let me just. Sorry, let me just load these darts. This dart is actually broken. So in conclusion, this is a great gun. I think everyone should build one of these, whether you're like really bored like I was, or whether you're really new to the homemade realm. I think you'll enjoy building this, because this is a great build. It'll help you understand like the concepts of the basic homemade and all those kinds of good stuff. This is an awesome gun. It's dry fireable. It's getting great ranges. I haven't range tested it yet, but with the firing tests, I think it's getting at least 90 feet flat with my slugs over there. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. This is a fun primary to use. It's not the most, you still, compared to other primaries, this may seem inferior to other primaries, but it's still really fun to use and really fun to build. So yeah, I suggest that you make one. B-Champ on Faven has a great write-up. A lot of people have great write-ups. And yeah, this is a really awesome gun. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.